Hi guys, Jen here. I wanted to do a little energy update for the collective. So if you're new here, my name is Jen. I give intuitive readings along with guidance. That's what's most important to me. These energies are yours. They're not mine. I do not channel any of my energy. I try to keep any of my personal energies out of my readings. That is very important to me. So I've cleansed the cards. I meditated on it, and we're just gonna dive in. If you're familiar with my readings, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here with me. You could have been anywhere else on a Saturday, and you decided to be here with me for these couple minutes, so I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and tap in and see what we have here. Spirit, let me see what you have. Let me that light is out, and I don't like to do readings without my light, so I'm just gonna light this real quick. Oh no, because I do not like to give readings without my lights. Nothing but love and light here. Okay, a little bit of wax there, and then came down. Okay, so Spirit, let's see what you got. We're gonna pull past current energies and what to expect, what's coming towards you. You have the Five of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Death card. Okay. Collective, give me 1 second here, because this is already coming in pretty strong here. You have the Five of Wands. There's some power struggles going on. I see some sibling rivalry. Could be some workplace drama. Just everyone is like crabs in a barrel. And here you are, collective. Maybe a water sign, or you may just be very intuitive and very compassionate. Some of you may be the type that look at situations and shake your head and be like, this is just absolutely crazy. How can I help? And I do see that going on. I do see also that for some of you, whatever the situation is, you are trying to fix it. However, because this is a Page of Cups, it's in its infancy, okay? This is where he, she, whoever begins to become creative, begins to become intuitive. You're not there yet. Whatever is going on here, this is not new. This is something that's been going on for far too long. I think you've seen it, and I think you understand, and I think you may even have a plan on how, excuse me, how you can fix it. However, this is not yours to fix, because what's going to happen is it's going to get in the way of what is meant for you. You have the Death card in reverse, which is upright, rebirth, shedding old skin. It's amazing. I love the Death card. It's my favorite card. I know that sounds crazy, but it is, because it's one of many spiritual awakenings. And I know in the beginning they're uncomfortable, because you never understand what's going on. It's like, what is going on? But the end result is absolutely beautiful. This is growth. This is rebirth. Every time you have a rebirth, you become a different person. And I think that's very important, especially you showing up as the Page of Cups. You need that accelerated growth right now. This situation is not for you to fix. This is a situation that's probably been going on for so long with whoever this is. And we're going to dive in and get some more clarifiers. And I even see for some of you that this situation, this either it's people, place, I think it's people, they look at you not beneath them, but here you are trying to say, hey guys, can we all just get along? And they're just looking at you like, no. And all you want to do is get along. Now, this can even have to do with a situation with an individual person. It could be one person. It can be 4 people, 5 people, whatever this is. But you are showing up as someone who wants to give grace. You want to fix things. You want to make things better. You just want everyone to get along. And that projection is hindering you. I think for some of you, you have to realize that people are going to be who they are, situations are going to be who they are, and you can't fix it. It's not people pleasing, it's being very empathic. When you see a situation and it's so heartbreaking or it's weighing so much on you that you want to be the one to make things better, but that is not your place, because it's going to hold you back energetically and what the universe has aligned for you. You don't want to be in the Death card in reverse. That's kind of just, there's a shedding that needs to occur. There's a rebirth that needs to occur. And as long as you stay in this energy of trying to fix even problems that don't even belong to you, that's going to hold you back. Let's get a clarifier for the Five of Wands. Knight of Swords. Yeah, this has been going on for a while. I see air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here, maybe even some fire, but I just think that's the energy that's going on. It's very fiery, very passionate. But this Knight of Swords, it's very abruptly. I see communication that is just not nice. I see people hitting below the belt when it comes to words and communication, not thinking before they say things, just coming in very strong and heavy with the Knight of Swords. Just very abrupt and very, what's the word? Very impulsive even. You know, just very impulsive, very aggressive. You know, clarifying the Page of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. You just want to be satisfied. You know, you just want to be satisfied with this situation. And I think for some of you, give me 1 second. There is something that you want to say and you feel like if you say it, you might get the results that you want. Nine of Cups is that wish fulfillment. It's that dream come true. It's wishing on a star and it's coming true. And I think for you, you are dying to just swoop in and say something and feel like if I just say something and come from a place of love and communication, it's going to work. We'll see. Clarifying the Death card is the Nine of Swords. You have double nines here now. So you do have one major arcana, and anytime you see a major arcana, that is just that's the lesson behind everything. And if I had to really sum this up, it's you don't have to fight battles that do not belong to you. I know that you may feel like, well, if you just come in and say, hey, everybody shut it down, or just come up abruptly, that you may feel satisfied with that. It can kind of lower your anxiety a little bit more. It might make you feel better. But I think in this situation, you're battling against what's going to make you feel better and what's actually good for you. Because if you feel like, if I can just fix this, if I can just make things better, that's coming more from a place of ego. Because if that's not what's for your highest and greatest good, it's not for your highest and greatest good. Sometimes we want things to feed our ego, to kind of soothe us, but sometimes it's not the best decision. It's not, you know, it's not what's good for us. Whatever this is, I think it's really, you know, it's coming from a place of love. I definitely get that, but especially seeing the Page of Cups, I don't think this is your battle to fight. This even picks up to me like you're the youngest. And I'm not saying you're not an adult. You can be 20 and maybe these people are in their 60s. You know, you can be 60 and this is a rivalry going on with your parents. I see you being the, maybe even the black sheep even. I'm picking that up as well, where you are kind of not the outcast, but the one that they don't take advice from, and you have literally the best advice, but because you don't have the most experience, they don't want to take it from you. That's what it is. It's not that what you have to say is not right. It is right. You see it for what it is. You're very intuitive with the Page of Cups, and you're trying to come up with a creative way to resolve this. However, because it's coming from you, and because whatever situation this is feels like you don't have enough experience. You know, it's almost like anyone have seen a movie or a situation where they try to kind of downplay the underdog. It's like, oh, because I haven't been in this situation for X amount of years, that means that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I do know what I'm talking about. So that's the situation here. And if I had to give any guidance, don't try to fight this battle. It's not yours. And I even see that this is not new, whatever this is. I think you just want to resolve it. And I think if they were to listen to you, or whatever situation this is, if it was to give you a chance, then yeah, but I don't see it. I don't really see it happening that way, only because the understanding and the open-mindedness is not there to receive it. If you ever heard the phrase, it's not what is said, it's who it's coming from. Some people don't take advice from certain people only because they don't like that specific person. Two people can say the same thing, but because it's coming from you, they don't want to hear it, if that makes sense. So let's see. Spirit, what is the overall lesson, experience that collective needs to know regarding this past situation with this power struggle? Shadow. Shadow, number 18. This is a situation that, this is the moon. Okay, in the traditional tarot, this is the moon card. These are things that are happening below the surface. They're bubbling up, but there's a lot of distorted truth here. Whatever situation this is, there's a lot of distorted truths here. So people could be fighting. I even see some misunderstandings. And I think you know that. And you're like, if I can just say something, if I can just, you know, I can clear all this confusion. I don't know, because there's a lot of things. It's not, sometimes we just have to sit back and just grab the popcorn, right? We can see the chaos and we can be compelled to be the one to initiate the calm, but sometimes we just have to sit back. We just have to sit back and just, you know, if it's going to fall, it's going to fall. If it's going to rise, it's going to rise. But, you know, and I think there's a lot of potential coming from you. But if it's not, you know, if it's because it's coming from you, let them figure it out. You don't have to burn in the fire with them. Give me a clarifier for the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Spirit, just the overall experience or lesson that collective needs to know. Power, strength. Couldn't have said it any better myself. This is understanding that things are going to happen. When we are brought into this world, we are not promised a great life. We are not promised a life without struggles. What can potentially happen is that we'll get through it. And the Strength card speaks about understanding that things are going to happen that are going to discourage us, but we have to have patience with ourselves. In the traditional tarot, it's a woman kind of being very gentle with a lion, understanding that even sometimes what we say and how we handle things have to be in a delicate matter, whether that's being patient with another person or even being patient with ourselves. Strength, the Strength card is not literal physical strength. It's the strength to know when to even hold back. It's the strength to know even when to have patience with yourself when you're going through something, you know, when you're going through a specific struggle, understanding that, okay, this is what's expected to happen, but I'm going to be okay if I take slow and steady steps and just give my own self grace. This is a very self-reflective card, you know? It really has nothing to do with physical strength or the outside. This is you understanding that these things are going to come up. Give yourself some grace. Spirit, please clarify for the collective the Death in reverse and the 9 of Swords in reverse. Experience or lesson. Discontent and boredom. Yeah, what's going to end up happening is Discontent and boredom is the Four of Pentacles to me. It's the Four of Pentacles. And what this also represents to me is feeling stuck or holding on too much even. Sorry, Four of Cups. I apologize. I'm getting so thrown off by the green. I don't know why they didn't make the Cups card blue. This is the Four of Cups. When you're being offered something and you're just like, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I think the universe is offering you an opportunity to grow from this lesson and understand that you can walk away from this and it's okay. And I think for some of you, you want to hold on to that. You're like, no, but I can fix it. No, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to disconnect from yourself. You're going to become disappointed. And even if you try, it's not, you know, it's not going to change anything. And when things don't change, what do they become? They become very boring. And you become discontent and you don't want to frustrate yourself, right? And again, I'm picturing the traditional tarot. You are being offered a cup. You're giving a cup here, but you're being offered a cup. And I think the bigger message is that you're able to pour into yourself, right? Let's say you're able to pour into yourself, but you're a page. So maybe you're able to only pour into one cup, which is your own. Don't give that cup away. Wait until you become more established, more wisdom, more wise, more, you know, that rebirth, that you can pour into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cups. That way, if you do need to step in, you have the bandwidth, you have the energy to do that. I don't think, for some of you, I'm really getting, you don't have the capacity to fix whatever this is. You don't. Not only that, it's not going to fix. So why put in the energy into it? You're going to deplete yourself very quickly because you literally only have one cup to fill and that's yours. And with the Four of Cups, the universe is offering you a second cup. If you just pay attention and take it, now you have two. And maybe with that growth and that rebirth, you are able to kind of maneuver your cup and maybe pour into something else. And it doesn't always have to be pouring into like something great. If it's a conflict, hey, I'll take that challenge. But right now I do see that for some of you, you shouldn't be giving, you shouldn't be handing out your cups. You really shouldn't. You shouldn't be handing out your cups. You literally only have one cup, and that's not being selfish. That's being realistic and understanding that you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anyone else's problems. Even with me with tarot, like I said, when I began tarot, I understood that in order to try to even guide other people or heal other people, I have to heal myself first. So that's really the message here, collective. I don't know who it's for. I'm very excited to see in the comment section. If you're still with me here at 18 minutes, give me a like so I know I'm not just talking to a robot, and I'm talking to real people here and they're getting the message, even if it's just bits and pieces of the reading. That's amazing. But again, until next time, you know, if this brought you love and light and guidance, I hope you come back and take care.